The grass is greener on the other side. The grass is greener on the other side. And I thought about that. And I've always listened to that quotation, that expression. And I've always, it's almost like one of my pet peeves. The grass is greener on the other side. Now, what it implies is that sometimes we don't appreciate what we have because we are so obsessed with what we don't have. We're looking at what other people have and not really appreciating what we have. It's like if you're like the iconic the emblem of you look out the window on your grass, you have a neighbor next door, and you're out here fertilizing your grass, you're sweating and gardening, and but their grass always seems to be a little bit greener than yours. Well, that's actually I think it's an obsession that's baked in insecurity. Because in reality, that grass may not be any greener than yours, but because you have a proclivity to constantly compare yourself with others, it does indeed appear that that neighbor's grass is greener than your own. I have people come to me as a business developer. I experience this on a daily basis. Somebody come to me and they'll say, Mr. Gatewood, I need a website. And so I look at their website and I said, well, tell me about, the website looks pretty good to me. I said, well, tell me what are you looking for? Maybe you can send me some examples of sites. Oh, it's a site on here on the internet that looks, I really like that website. I go look at the website and I'm like, your website looks better than that website to me. Is there something this website does that yours doesn't do? No, we do the same thing. I just like the way that one looks. That's a case of that grass is greener on the other side. Now, I mean, a less scrupulous person would take their money and go along with them and feed that obsession. Yeah, you're right, man. That's a jacked up website they have. Let me give you one of mine. But let me tell you something, folks. As soon as you do that, a few months down the road, you're going to be on that less green side of the fence. So you don't want to feed that obsession when you see somebody going through that. So what does all this say? First of all, I want to say, let's nip this in the bud. This is not a good thing. I hate to say it. This constantly comparing yourself with others is not a good thing. Appreciate what you have. And understand that there's extenuating circumstances sometimes. You're not always comparing apples and apples. You looking at somebody else's website, you spent $500 for yours, and they spent $50,000 for theirs. Yeah, their grass is going to be greener, but can you afford that? You look at this perfect family. Oh my God, look at that. They got the perfect kids, the perfect spouse, the perfect house, but you don't know what's going on behind the walls. They might make more money, have their kids in a different type of school, but it could be an abusive situation. There's all kind of things going on that you're not aware of. You have to appreciate what you have. Okay? So there was an old saying many years ago, an old parable, where this fox went up to the lake. He'd caught him a fish, and he had that fish in his mouth, and he was walking, as he was walking away from the lake, he looked down and saw this reflection. It was a fox that looked just like him. This fox that he was looking at had a fish in his mouth that looked bigger than his. Well, actually, he let go of the fish in his mouth to go after the fish in his reflection's mouth. It wasn't a bigger fish. The grass wasn't greener. He didn't appreciate what he had, and sometimes that obsession can cause you to lose what you have. So take greater stock in what you have and build upon it and stop comparing yourself to others. I hate to say it, folks, but sometimes social media has fueled this obsession because you have a constant and front row seat to green grasses all over the place. And you steadily comparing yourself. I'm just saying, don't do it. Don't do it. Take what you have, understand that each of us are different. Be yourself, because everybody else is already taken.